All right, we got it.
That was a close call on the microphones there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't ready. Happy Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. There's no eclipse. There's nothing going on. You survived.
Now I got to wait for the next one.
That's like in what, 20 some odd years?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably won't be around to see the next one.
There's a lunar eclipse in about a year.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's, but that's not a solar eclipse.
No, but, I mean, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Of
course, did you get a chance to go out and actually look at it, or were you sitting here at your little command center? Okay, well, that's good. You got a chance to at least go out and look at it.
Yep, a bunch of us went out and looked. I know, like, Ann Emmerich posted a lot of pictures of everybody watching. Studio 10 was on during the eclipse.
And I was watching that and watching Studio 10.
Yep. It was
multitasking.
And don't forget, if you have pictures of your watch parties, maybe pictures you took of the eclipse itself, make sure you send them in to us and let us know where you took that photo or video from.
And there's quite a few.
We've
got quite a few pictures right now. And if you have a picture of your pet, not necessarily viewing the eclipse, but we do show dogs every morning on Newsstand Today.
Were you worried about your dog reacting to the?
Well, he's new.
Yeah.
He's new to my house. He's about a year and a half old. He did. I think it getting dark, and we were outside at the time. I think it kind of spooked him a little bit there for just a little bit, and then it was like, it's okay.
Time to go to bed. Probably didn't fight it.
Oh, that's just about, and then the light was back out, and he was wound up. But.
Well, speaking of lights out, Lugnuts. Home opener today.
It is, and we were talking on the air. This is what, their 28th season, I believe it is. 96
I believe so.
Is when they started.
Yes.
That's the number 96 on Big Lug shirt. Is 96 is the year they started.
Fun fact.
That is a fun, and I was here when it happened. Makes me old. Anyway, we've had snow, we've had rain, we've had cancellations, blah, 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 for the first, the home opener. And, you can't ask for really better than this. We're
not
talking
for an April home opener, no.
66, partly cloudy, wind's not too bad. It's dry at 8 o'clock this evening. So if you don't have plans this evening, maybe go to the ballpark. Game time, these earlier in the season, the game started a bit earlier. So it's at 6:05 p.m. And I believe it's in like a month they move back to the 7 p.m. start time.
And they're playing in-state rivals, the Great Lakes Loons.
Yes, they are.
So
it's kind of like their arch rivals at this point,
them
isn't it?
And West Michigan, yeah.
And you're thinking like the West Michigan
Whitecaps.
Mm-hmm. See, we were both kind of
nuts.
We were struggling on the Whitecaps. Oh, okay. Of course you weren't. Let's take a look right now at our Meridian Company MSU Skycam. Good-looking spring morning currently on the Michigan State University campus. As always, a beautiful morning in Mason on our Skycam there, and it's looking nice in downtown Lansing. Notice a little bit of a breeze, though. Watch the flag there in front of the Capitol, and we will have wind gusts at times today up around 25 or so miles per hour. It is 55 degrees in Lansing. Fog not a problem. The wind chill, in case you're wondering, is also 55. Take a look at downtown Jackson, looking nice too. Just a few high, thin clouds out there. Current temperature in Jackson is 54 degrees. It is a southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. Here's a look at the satellite picture. It looks a little worse on the satellite image than it actually is.
Okay.
We've got some of those thin clouds out there once again. Today we should end up being partly cloudy to mostly sunny. There is an area of low pressure over the northern part of Lake Michigan. You can see some showers up there. It's going to bring a cold front through here this morning. There might be a sprinkle of rain as that front goes by, but I think most of us are going to be dry as it goes by. It's just kind of a little shift in the winds as it goes by, and that's what our hour-by-hour forecast is showing. So enjoy today. It's another good-looking day. If you're at work right now, you get out of work, 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, the weather should be absolutely fine.
Yesterday, I almost took the top off of my Jeep. I was so tempted.
But does it take a lot of time to do that, or
No.
is that okay? So like you could do it and then put it back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But man, I was like, is it time? Is it that time?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I do want to say, while we're looking at clouds, we had very clear skies here in mid-Michigan for the eclipse yesterday. We got lucky.
We really lucked out.
We did.
There were some places in the path of totality.
Looking at you, upstate New York.
Yeah, where it was kind of cloudy. I mean, but we said it was going to clear out.
We did.
I mean, so, anyway. I'll tell you another thing that we said is it's going to rain for the end of the week. So, hey, new homeowner, you might want to make sure that the sump pump didn't accidentally get unplugged or something while you were moving in, or the other people were moving out, because those will more than likely be running.
Okay.
Starting tomorrow evening, the rain moves in. It's with an area of low pressure pulling a lot of moisture up our way from the Gulf of Mexico. So tomorrow during the day we're fine, but we get into the evening, the rain arrives. It is with us all day Thursday.
Oof.
The rain is with us pretty much Thursday night.
Just doesn't want to
Doesn't
move,
want to leave.
apparently?
The actual area of low pressure passes overhead Friday morning. You're going to notice on Friday, the rain won't be as heavy as Thursday, but the winds are going to pick up on the backside of the storm. So kind of a windy day for us on Friday, and the rain should wind down and get out of here for the upcoming weekend. But, we could be talking an inch and a half, 2 inches of rain tomorrow, starting in the evening and going through the evening hours on Friday. So,
Man.
yeah, there it is.
It's spring. It's going to happen.
Well, it is, but you don't like to. First of all, I just want to point out this would be tomorrow evening is when it starts.
Okay.
So we're okay during the day, but we got that, and we got that, and we got that.
So Thursday's really the day we need.
The bulk of the rain falls Thursday, but still raining on Friday. So just be aware, especially if you sometimes have problems with water in your basement, or you live in a low area and there's a drain in the yard or something. You might want to make sure that it's not clogged with leaves at this point, because we're going to get a lot of rain kind of stretched over a couple of days there. Today, though, no problems. Want to maybe rake some of the leaves off the tulips or whatever in the yard. Looks good. 62 at 10 a.m. Should be up around 70 at 4 in the afternoon. We're in the upper 50s, 8 o'clock this evening. 10-day forecast. Tomorrow, during the day, we're fine. Partly cloudy, 66. And a touch cooler tomorrow. Then the rain comes in, and then we have rain Thursday. Even the small chance of a thunderstorm Thursday. Thursday night rain, Friday rain. The winds kind of kick up on the backside of that storm on Friday. That 51 I have on there might be a little bit generous.
Okay.
Let's just kind of throw that out there. It could be like 51 at midnight and falling into the 40s. But the weekend, we rebound. 60 Saturday, near 70 Sunday. Late in the day Sunday, there might be a shower, but most of the day we're partly cloudy. Then we're in the 60s for highs next week. So,
nice.
It's
back to spring.
It's not bad at all. You can follow along with the rain, and if we get some sort of advisory, let's say, because of the heavy rain, you'll find out about it first on the News 10 First Alert Weather app. It's free. Look for it on Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search for WILX Weather.
And, of course, like we said, it's the Lugnuts home opener today.
Which will happen.
Yep, they play all the way through Sunday. We're going to have to look at
tomorrow's questionable, Friday's questionable.
Thursday, definitely.
We'll see. Today's Tuesday. Okay, so Wednesday.
Their first pitch is at 6 o'clock.
They might get it started. We'll see on that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought today was Wednesday. Looking at the wrong day on your calendar. So yeah, Thursday's questionable, Friday's questionable, and just depending on how. Sometimes the fields have a hard time recuperating after heavy rain. So
make sure you check
ahead.
Yeah, check ahead before you make it downtown to see
but tonight is fine, so go.
Make the home opener for sure. We had Jesse and Adam here yesterday
and
for
what did they say?
First episode of season 2 of Extra Innings. A lot of really cool stuff coming to the field, or at the field now. Justin Kent was there this morning, so make sure you go back and watch all of that. All of it is available on our website and any streaming app you may have, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, anything like that. You can catch all of the past stories from just yesterday. Just search WILX and it'll pop right up. But we do have a couple of questions or comments. Molly says, good morning from Pleasant Plain, Cincinnati, Ohio. Love Cincinnati. We look at it on our farmland. It was amazing when we got to 99.5% totality. All of the frogs around the pond came out and made sounds. That was another thing. A lot of animals were kind of reacting.
Because it gets dark and you're like, hey, it's
Yeah.
time to make sounds, and
Like, oh.
you know, and
Oh,
then
we're
and then the sun came back out and kind of fooled him.
Yeah. And she also said it was windy and chilly, which we did see a little bit of that yesterday.
But you know, all things considered,
I thought it was
we
great.
ended up with pretty good weather for
We
this.
really did. And you look at like I said, as the further east you got, northeast, it got a little worse, like the Erie,
Yeah.
Pennsylvanias
Yeah.
and upstate New York. But overall, it was really good, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
Good job covering it, by the way.
Thank you. All right, I didn't put in what we're working on for you.
The News 10 today is coming up at 11 a.m. And I
know
do
what we're talking
know
about.
Justin Bradford will be here with an update on the weather.
He will be. He was in Ohio as well.
I think half of our staff was in Ohio.
We
and there might be some still in the traffic jam on I-75. You never know.
bad.
I mean, you know, it's like, well, gee, you know, half of Michigan drives to Ohio and there's traffic jam. Yeah.
True.
What a surprise.
So I don't have a graphic for what we're working on for News 10 today at
Just
11. but I can
imagine
tell
it in
you,
your mind, okay?
Both Jennifer and James Crumley will learn their sentence today at 9 a.m. We're going to actually have that streaming for you live here as well. Plus, we're going to look at the economic impact of the NFL draft coming to Detroit. It's always something that brings a lot of people to the cities that's hosting, and restaurants, hotels, everything. Really, really important for the city. So we're going to take a look at that. Plus,
Much like solar eclipse,
true.
which for a lot of locations was big bucks.
Yeah, and also if you had glasses for the solar eclipse, which we hope you did, we have some information on our website on what to do with those now. I mean, you don't want to just throw them away, right? It's Earth Day month. You can't just throw them away.
It's Earth Day month.
Earth Day month.
Okay.
So there is another eclipse coming in later in the year in South America.
And the idea is to, you know, they will send them and get them to school kids there, which is a marvelous idea. Because what are you going to do with them now?
Throw them away.
Right. Because
What else can you do with it?
did you have eclipse glasses for 2017?
No, I looked at it through my iPad. I turned around and looked at
Okay.
it.
Because I had those. Don't know where they are. They're,
No.
you know, I'll find them in the house when I'm throwing
Yeah.
things away.
You're not going to need them for another 20 years, so why not just give them to the next person?
Yeah,
You know? And I think they send them for free, so, you know, it doesn't cost you.
It's on our website. There was a story about that.
So make sure you check that out at WILX.com. Plus, like I said, Justin Kent was at Lugnut's home field, Jackson Field, for opening day, talking all things nuts.
And Big Lug was making
Lug's
fun
the
of him behind him, and
best.
I don't know if he knew he was doing that or not.
Well, I mean, Big Lug's around, you better assume.
That's right.
So,
Gonna put,
all right.
you know, moose ears on you or something.
I almost caught her, but the MSU Falcon has just left the coop. Right there, you have the 4 eggs that we are keeping an eye on.
There's 4 in there?
There is 4.
1, 2, 3.
There's a little light colored one on the left.
Yeah.
And then there are 3 dark brown ones. Kind of hard to see because one is like all the way in the back.
Okay.
But we looked at her yesterday. We want to check in on her, see how she was reacting to the eclipse, and there were 4. So that's what we've got going on. All right.
How did she react? Just sit there on her eggs?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay.
She was pretty calm about everything, like a good mom should be.
Okay, good.
So, all right.
Except when you pop the camera on and then she takes off.
No, rude. Ah,
There she is.
there we go. So,
Back.
or the dad, we can't tell.
Someone's just out looking for a snack, maybe.
Probably. But there, will you go see? There's another one back there.
Okay, yeah, no, I see it now.
We're going to be keeping an eye on them again. 4 eggs, just like last year. Should be hatching within the next couple weeks or so, I believe. So we will be keeping an eye on Apollo and Freya, the Peregrine Falcon family, atop
So
Spartan
you know
Stadium.
their name.
Yeah, it's the same parents as last year.
How do you know that?
I think they're tagged.
Oh,
by
okay,
the MSU
okay. I'm
Stadium.
just curious.
Yeah,
just
and
curious.
when the falcons hatch, they look like little chickens,
Yeah.
and they bring them down and they tag the babies too, so they can track them. So
I don't know if I want to go up and mess with a Peregrine Falcon's
it's
offspring.
it's a process
Well,
to
yeah.
get up there, and
Mom comes back while you got her kid away.
yeah, we'll have all that because of course we keep an eye on them throughout their whole journey. So check back on that.
Oh.
Wrong screen. There you go.
That's what I would like to be doing, but I'm going to a middle school today to speak.
Well, middle schools are fun too.
Yeah.
Wait, you'd rather be sitting on eggs?
Well, no, just nestle down,
Oh.
taking a nap. But, you know, what can you do?
Anyway, we'll see you again in News Today 11 with Taylor Gattoni and Justin Bradford. And make sure you check out WILX for everything else. Bye.